Okay, so this is the new Yamato 1:60 scale YF-19 toy released in early December 2006. I'm going to show you how to transform it from Battroid to fighter mode. The way I transform it may be a little different to how is shown in the Yamato instruction manual, but it's the way that works for me. Okay, so first of all, we'll just remove the gun pod, put it out of the way because we don't need that. Okay, then we close the hands. So position the hands with the back of the hand facing towards your head. Open the hinged forearm cover, rotate the hand into the forearm, pushing down the fingers, close the cover. And then we do the same with the other hand. Okay, open the forearm cover, rotate the hand so the back of the hand is facing you, hinge it in, close the cover. Okay, there we go, nice and simple. Okay, next thing, the shoulders. Click them down so they are horizontal, no longer angled up. You can see in the shoulder armour you have this little shoulder flap. Okay, sorry about that. Just push it up and in so it's slid all the way into the shoulder armour. Same thing with the other side. Push it up, slide it in on its track until it's all the way inside the shoulder armour. Okay, next thing, we'll unlock the chest section. So we just lift up the chest section. There's no real locking mechanism here, just lift it up and then pivot it back. One thing about the backpack section, it consists of two sliding pieces, upper part and a lower part. They're not held together very firmly, so when you're transforming the toy, they will often come apart. The upper backpack has these rectangular plastic pegs which run in tracks in the lower backpack section. So if it does separate when you're transforming the toy, don't worry, it just snaps together very easily. Okay, right. Now we'll look at the forward fuselage section. So this section with the canopy and the canards, it has to lock into this section here. There's a semicircular tab here which locks inside here. So all we do is pull forward slightly on this section to release some of the tension, click it in. There, you hear an audible click there. Okay. The plain nose, okay, canards, we pull them out slightly, rotate them up, and then click them into place. Okay, rotate them around and up, click into place. Plain nose comes up like that. The black anti-glare section here needs to be pushed up via this grey peg underneath. Push it up. You may need to push down on the canopy as well at the same time as you're pushing up on the peg. Okay, that's locked nice and firm now. Front gullet section, just push it up like that, slide it to the rear. Okay, click it into place. So that's basically the nose section done. Okay. You see on the backpack you have the back thrusters. For fighter and go walk mode, this thruster needs to be hinged inside. Okay. So it just rotates inside. Now you have a hole there. So let's pivot the chest section back and let's start to close up the head. Before we move on to the arms, which are the most critical section of fighter mode. Okay, so we rotate the head 180 degrees. The head then pivots on its neck column, goes down like that. Okay, the neck cover for fighter mode consists of two parts. The main part is the rear of the neck here. The secondary part is a small sliding curtain which slides up into the back of the head. If the neck curtain has been pushed up all the way too far, you push the head laser down and it will pop out about 1 millimeter as it is now. To pull it the rest of the way, there's a small indentation. You really need to use a fingernail like I've done there. See, I've pulled it down. Okay. Now the most critical part of getting fighter mode locked together is getting the arms in the right position. Now the arms have a unique unlocking or swiveling elbow joint. Okay, so we unlock both the elbow joints. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the shield for the moment, just to make it easier. Okay, unlock the elbow joint, slide up. So these bicep covers slide, you need to slide them up on both arms, slide them all the way up. Okay, head go down again. Now the correct position, I hope you can see this, is like that, okay? Like that, and like that. Okay, so let's see, have I got this one in the right position? It's not difficult, but it's a bit fiddly, because it's possible, depending on how you unlock the elbow joint, to get the elbow joint set up in the wrong way. Okay, I've got it right here, I think. Or have I? No. I always do this very smoothly. Again, this is something that's perhaps difficult to show on video. No, upside down there. Okay, there we go. Right, that's basically how you want the arms. I hope you can see that. Now the forearms have no locking by themselves. They lock together using the shield. Both arms have holes in them. The peg has shields on both sides. Sorry, the shield has pegs on both sides. So it's not necessary to remove the shield, it just makes things a little bit easier. Head down like that. The inside side of the shoulders have to be below the level of the shield. That's how you want the arms. I hope that's very clear. So next, let's tidy up the legs. Get all the leg joint closed, elbows collapsed, feet closed and in. Okay, feet closed and in. Oops, an intake cover fell off there. Okay, get this. Now you see the back of the legs, there are two tabs there which lock into the inside of the shoulders. It's not a very strong locking because the main locking is actually done by the wings. So let's get all the legs tidied, get the joints closed up, get it locked like that. Okay, unlock the wings. So the wings lock via a tab here and a hole in the side of the chest plate, and then more importantly by this tab on the wing glove which goes into the lower leg. Okay. So we'll do the other one. Unlock the wing, lock it here, lock it at the back, open the tail fins. You'll find when you're transforming the canards will often get shifted out of position. Put them back, and there we have our fighter mode. The only step I did forget really was to attach the gun pod. So we'll cheat a little bit. Let's see if we can cheat a little bit. Try and just squeeze it open enough to get the gun pod in there, get it in the hole. Okay, get the shoulders back in, get the wings back in. Okay, some people have been asking about high-speed mode. The wings can't go backwards at all. They can go forward, so you have a hole here. Don't do that though, because it puts stress on the seam line here. Okay, so I can probably tidy this up a bit just by squeezing a little bit, reducing some of the gaps. So that's basically our fighter mode. Okay. Intakes, one fell off already, just use a fingernail, pop them off like that. Landing gear, again you can use a fingernail, pull the front gear out by its bar, use a fingernail for the rear doors, and then I cheat and use a paper clip for the rear landing gear. Okay, that's basically our fighter mode done.